What's up, mechanics? Hope everyone had a good weekend. Happy Tuesday. We're going to go right into questions because we do have a few from last week's episode.
Let's get it.
That we want to answer. So somebody asked about the DDF 100 and the DFXL 100, the flex head ratcheting wrench sets that we have coming out pretty soon. Wondering when those are going to be here.
Those are actually already on their way here from our California port. So they are already stateside and they should be at our warehouse this week. So they'll be sending out. So any one of you who have been very patiently waiting for these sets, you should be getting them very soon because it'll be shipping out of our warehouse this week and next week, meaning you'll probably have them the following.
You can gauge ETAs all you want, but once that boat is in the water, like, it's all up in the air. You know, that boat might run into a delay, and then it gets to port, and then it's all up to the workers there that have to unload that boat. So sometimes that takes a week, sometimes that takes 3 weeks.
2 years ago, we actually had it almost here. Boat, like factory, boat, water, port, truck on the way to Tampa. Truck caught on fire. Truck caught on fire.
Burnt completely to the ground.
Engulfed.
They delivered a bunch of burnt
Charred
products
metal
in a giant box. They just showed up and went.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Wasted. Scrapped.
So that's that. Here's another one. If I buy a tool from you and it doesn't meet my expectations or doesn't do what I expected it to do, is there a way to send it back for a refund?
If the tool is unused in its original packaging, not a problem. You'll have to pay for the freight back to us, but it's not a problem. Now, if you've opened it and taken it out, then we can't repackage that and sell it, especially if it's been used. So
Yeah.
figure out what you need and what you want before you actually open it and use it, please.
Yes. And that's really it. I mean, there was those two. Someone said, yeah, just the DFXO. That's it.
Alrighty. So if there's a few more questions, we'll probably just answer them on type so we don't go too long in this video because we're already at 4 minutes in questions. All right. Get the product.
Here we go. These have been part of our product line for a very long time. And they are still best sellers. And we're doing a little refinishing on them and updating the packaging because you can see that's when our colors were orange and red/yellow. And now we have green. But this is the DD2 and DD3. This is a micro ratchet.
Take your propose to your mechanic, as you once said.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, this was like episode 2.
Yeah, you were like, remember, propose to your mechanic.
Oh, fix my shit. Okay, so it's either a micro ratchet or a torque adapter. It's a quarter hex bit driver or quarter square drive. And it's got a finger wheel for you to get into very tight spaces or get around something. You stick an extension in this side so you can get around an awkward
anything that's offset
area. Yeah, anything that's offset. These were, when we first brought these in, one of the main uses that we saw these for was like on Harleys, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, exactly, they were using them on Harleys because of the tight areas in that engine bay area.
Yeah.
That they needed to get in and around and all that nonsense.
So motorcycle guys.
This was the first one we came out with.
Be good for you.
And then the second one we came out with.
This is my favorite one.
Is that guy. I think it's the coolest. It might not be, actually, you'd use it a decent amount. It's just, I think it's cooler.
DD3, which is the same concept, but you have a 3/8 adapter. So it's 3/8 square drive, micro ratchet, or a torque adapter. Or you can take this out, and that is a 10 millimeter ratcheting wrench.
So now you got a stubby 10 mil ratcheting.
Yeah, so if you have a 10 millimeter that is in an offset area, I mean, that is very low profile. That should get you pretty much anywhere you need to go. And that's the DD2 and DD3. Obviously, those have lifetime warranties, and they're available now. They have been for a very long time. We're going to go right into the race, AC?
Yeah, talk about back in stock.
This is back in stock.
Been out of stock for a while, as you guys know. I'm sure you've had some on back order. They are back in stock, and we have even more coming, so feel free to place orders. Christmas coming up. Great Christmas gift. If you have anyone's birthdays, anything like that. They make great gifts and great additions to your, camping or sports recreational day kits.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to have like 3 or 4 of these just laying around the house.
Well, it's kids' sporting events for soccer, baseball, basketball, whatever it is. You have a seat that you can walk around with, so you don't have to worry about getting there super early and getting that good spot. You can sit essentially anywhere. Camping, great. Amusement parks. If you want to go to amusement parks with your kids and not have to worry about standing in line all day, you get some of these. Everyone's got a seat the entire time you're waiting in that 7-hour line for whatever ride you don't want to ride.
If you haven't seen it before, This is an expandable seat. So it's just like in this little disc shape.
I actually saw someone using our seat at Disney. It was kind of cool.
Really?
That was kind of cool. That was coming to full circle moment.
Did you run up to him?
Well, no.
Hey!
I thought about it. I was like, what am I going to say?
Hey, I don't know. Should take a picture with him and then we can put it on here.
But it was neat. It was neat.
Or give him a free one. Give him a keychain. Just keep, that's why you keep a keychain.
Bunch of stuff on me at Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, when you become a celebrity, you know.
Shut the fuck. All right.
Okay, wait. So if you haven't seen this before, this is an expandable stool. You can adjust it to multiple heights. All you do is twist and pull, or twist and
Super lightweight.
push.
What is it, like 2 pounds?
So you can see these things slide into these grooves. So all you have to do to open or close it is just turn and close. And it has a shoulder strap and a handle, carrying it by hand. And it's on our website for what, like $40?
I think it's more than that. I think it's like $52.
$50?
Yep.
That's the RDS1G?
RDS1G race day seat. Guys, we've sold over 20,000 units of this
More
in the
than that.
1 year that it's been out.
Way more than that.
That's why I said over. If you know vocabulary. The
Then
word
you-
over
you-
means more than.
You could say over 30,000.
Okay, but now you're just bragging. Another in-stock item I know we talked about before, but I'm going to talk about again because we now have them in stock and we can't keep them in stock. So every time I get them back, I like to let you guys know the RFB 400K. This bad boy is now back in stock, and we have about 600 extra units after all of our back orders are covered. So be one of the first to get it, so you make sure you actually receive it if you haven't already put it on order. This guy, obviously, just go over the features again. Flex head, bit ratchet, 1/4-inch bit, right? It's got the bit holder on the bottom, comes with a square drive adapter that you can use in this head here. So you can put sockets in it as well as bits. Now this extension is where it really becomes util. Really becomes versatile. Util, I don't think util's a thing. Anywho, you can stick the extension in here so you can use it to get to anything that's offset with the flex head. And then, now if you need a little bit of extra reach or some driving power, you line up that flat spot with the white dot on the head, and now it's going to pass, well, if I lined it up correctly, which I didn't. Let's go that way so I can see it through the camera. Flat spot, white dot, you're going to pass it through. It's going to be a T-handle. So now you have a T-handle, and you can use it with the magnetic bit insert on the bottom that also fits this guy.
For some extra speed.
Or if you're in a really tight spot that you need some reach in, or if you need some screw driving power, you know, anything like that.
Yeah.
That is back in stock. RFB 400K. Y'all know the part number. It's back in stock, and I'm gonna let you know every time it is back in stock until it slows down, which it has not done yet.
A lot of people had their notifications on for that one.
A lot of people, because we had a restock notification, and then our website just kind of blew up with them. It was a lot. I didn't know what happened. Anywho, FFDD 400K. Again, we have them in stock again. You guys know about them. I'll tell you about them just because I have them out, but it's not why I brought them out today. 1/4-inch square drive adapter, spring-loaded, universal joint, and dual drive. That combination is patented. You have the 10mm 6-point, the E10 Torx socket, the 1/4-inch magnetic bit adapter. All spring-loaded, all dual drive. Very useful in that sense because they're the 4 most used automotive tools, really, in the shop that you'd say.
Yeah, they're kind of universal.
They're used
bit holder,
all the
adapter.
time in a shop, every day. But why I brought them is because this guy's what I wanted to show you. The FRW11. You have flex head, or indexing, ratcheting. It's reversible. No worries, it's reversible. And then you have a fixed deep end, right? Now, the cool thing about them is that they work with these dual drives because they're 11mm on both sides. But they have retention rings in them that keep our dual drive sockets in place, so you don't have to worry about them falling out. You can use our dual drives on other 11mm, but if they don't have the retention ring, they're not going to lock in place on those notches right there. So that locks, and it also has the same ring on the. See if you can see it. You can see it right there on the fixed end. Boom. Now that locks inside. So now you have a fixed or ratcheting flex. FRW11. Now that's going to work with all of our dual drive stuff, and the reason I say all of our dual drive stuff is because I just received notice that for SEMA, we will be announcing and having our SAE and full metric size or line of the spring-loaded dual drive sockets, as well as the eTorx versions of them. So you'll be having full sets of 6-point metric hex SAE, and eTorx. We'll have those 3 sets, and we will have them for SEMA. So if you don't see them before them, definitely check them out at SEMA when we're there. And there'll be multiple videos on them.
Are any of you guys going to be at SEMA? Tell us that
that's
in
cool.
the comments.
Let us know if you're going to be at SEMA, because we'd love to have you at the booth and show you around in person all the stuff they have to offer. You know, because we can only show like 5 or 6 items at a time here. But there, we'll have a 20 by 20 full of products to show you. I mean, if you want to stay for 30 minutes, you're more than welcome to. We have enough products to go for those 30 minutes.
We're going to do not only the sockets, but drivers too, right?
Yes, that'll be eventually, though. But for SEMA, I know the sockets will be ready.
Like to update the UJXEN 100 and the...
Well, you still have to have those because the non-spring-loaded version will obviously be a little bit cheaper. So you'll have the option to not spend as much money if you really don't feel like you need that use or that function on them. But for those of you who want to spend the extra money to have the function, we'll have those available for you as well.
Bam.
And I think that is everything that I have for y'all today.
That's all. So let us know if you're going to be at SEMA, and we will see you next week.
And remember, if there's any of this that you saw that you want, the race day seat and the RFB 400K, and actually this guy now. This guy we still have stock on, but it's slowly churning through our inventory here. But these guys, you know, they move fast. RDS 1G, RFB 400K. Place your orders with your tool truck or online today. I think that's it.
Peace.
Peace out.